Hey everyone, Mr. Sujano here. In this video we're talking about GameCube and Wii, Nintendo Switch, Megaman, Soul Calibur, and more. Let's get started. Alright, we'll kick things off here talking about GameCube and Wii emulation on Android with Dolphin. And Dolphin just rolled out a brand new feature you may be interested in if you've got a Snapdragon CPU. So if you pick up the latest version of Dolphin and go into your graphics settings and take a look at the bottom, you'll see a brand new option called GPU driver. And if you click on it, you can change the GPU driver, very similar to Yuzu and Skyline. Now it's worth pointing out that this will only work for you if you've got a Snapdragon CPU. And some drivers may work better than others for certain games and for certain devices. If you want to know more about this, I'll drop a link to the Strato Discord in the description below and feel free to check it out. It's a Nintendo Switch emulation Discord, but they have a lot of experience with these drivers. And speaking about Nintendo Switch, next up we're talking about Nintendo Switch emulation on PC with Yuzu. And Yuzu continues to be on fire. They've got another update. Now we talked about this one in a previous video when it was in early access, but now it's been moved over to the mainline build. Mainline version 1466 here increases performance by about 8% in games like Super Mario Odyssey, Breath of the Wild, and Tears of the Kingdom, and possibly even more. On top of that, it reduces the time that it would take to install updates by about 1/2 on Windows. On Linux, they've measured about 1/3 as Linux has a faster file system. And on a quick side note here, if you're using Yuzu on Windows and you've got an Intel GPU, you may want to pick up the latest Intel GPU drivers found at this link. I'll drop it in the description below. With mainline version 1467, which is the latest update at the time of filming, it fixes device loss that would occur in The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, specifically for Intel GPUs. Next up, we're talking about Capcom, and today Capcom unveiled a brand new Ace Attorney HD Trilogy. Well, it's not really new per se. It's a remaster, Ace Attorney 4, 5, and 6. We've got Apollo Justice, Dual Destinies, and Spirit of Justice. This is going to be released in 2024 for a whole bunch of different systems here. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't curious to see what your thoughts were about this one, but it will be released for Nintendo Switch, PS4, Xbox One, and PC for Windows and Steam. Interestingly enough here, it says PS4 and Xbox One. I'm assuming it'll also be available for PS5 and Xbox Series X and S. And speaking about Capcom, next up we're talking about Capcom. And it's Capcom's 40th anniversary, and they've launched a brand new website, which I will link to in the description below. It's called Capcom Town, and there's a lot of fun stuff here, including video games. I mean, on this site, you can play Megaman, Megaman 2, Megaman X, Street Fighter 2, and Final Fight, both in Japanese and English, for absolutely free. And speaking about Megaman, Megaman X Dive Offline is coming to Steam, Android, and iOS later on this year, and this one is a little bit controversial. Unfortunately, the first thing here is that data cannot be transferred from Megaman X Dive to Mega Man X Dive Offline. And secondly, online features such as Battle Mode, Co-op, Ranking Guild, and Capsule are not included. And collaboration content such as characters and stages from other Capcom franchises are not included either. On a positive note though, as far as I know, the microtransactions have been removed from the game, so you kind of give and take here. Let me know your thoughts about this one in the comments below. If you spent a lot and now you're pissed off because you can't use it in this version of the game, let me know in the comments below. And speaking about spending money, next up we're talking about GOG. And GOG is having their summer sale, and they do have a section for their indie collection. There's a ton of great games here on sale, and I do recommend checking it out. In total, I think there are about 300 games on sale, and they're on sale for incredibly cheap. So if you've got $5 to burn, you can probably pick up a game or 2 or 3. Next up, we're talking about Prince of Persia, and we talked about this one just the other day. The initial release for this game was met with a bit of criticism. A lot of people did not like the style of it. A lot of people did not like the music. And a lot of people did not like the fact that it was going to be a 2D platformer. But taking a look at the gameplay footage that was unveiled today from Ubisoft, this game looks great, at least in my opinion. I am really looking forward to this one, and judging by the comments, it seems more and more people have changed their opinions on it. Let me know your thoughts after seeing the gameplay in the comments below. Are you excited for this or are you not? And speaking about not excited, next up we're talking about Soul Calibur. And Soul Calibur tweeted out, Soul Calibur V is taking its final curtain call on the stage of history and will be sunset on the PS3 and Xbox 360 on June 19th. So just in a little over a week. The base game and all associated DLC will no longer be available for purchase. That is super unfortunate and one of the big reasons I'm a big fan of game preservation. Next up, we're talking about Linux, and you may be excited to know that Debian 12 Bookworm has been released. This one was in development for 1 year, 9 months, and 28 days, and will be supported for 5 years, so it is an LTS. It was built on Linux 6.1 kernel, as far as I know here. And as for flavors, it'll be available in GNOME, KDE Plasma, LXDE, LXQT, Mate, and XFCE. Moving on, and if you're a fan of Rocket League and the Sega Dreamcast, well, you may be excited to know that Driving Strikers is about to be released. It's a brand new game, it's an indie game, and it's coming out for the Sega Dreamcast and will have online play. It says here, Driving Strikers brings online play to the console for the first time in over 20 years. It looks like this game is going to be priced at £30 overall, but is currently up for pre-order for £20. It will be shipping in July, and it will be a digital download. And if you wanted to see the game in action, I'll drop a link to the YouTube video in the description below, and feel free to check it out. I don't know if this is early development footage or the final product. And speaking about product, last up we're talking about the Asus ROG Ally. The ROG Ally officially releases tomorrow, however Best Buy has screwed up just a little bit and sent a whole bunch of people this product early. If you pre-ordered this and received it early, let me know in the comments below. If you plan on picking one up, let me know in the comments below. And if you have a Steam Deck and are sticking with the Steam Deck, like me, let me know in the comments below. But anyways, that is all I've got for you in this one. Straight to the point, all stuff and no fluff. We talked about a bunch today. Let me know your thoughts about absolutely any of it in the comments below. If you like this video, leave a like. If you didn't like this video, leave a like. Hit that subscribe button, check out my other videos. Don't tempt fate, save your state.